Hello YouTube, Size17 here, but you can just call me Travis, and welcome back to Up Next on the Shelf, the series where we take a look at what's up next on the shelf. In this case, it's the last half of the splits, which I'm kind of excited to get past because I kind of feel like everything I have with the splits is all metal, and most everyone knows all these bands anyway, so it's not really like I'm showing you anything that's cool and special. But I'll show you anyway, so let's just jump in. We are listening to, came out last year, this is Jumalten Aika, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is an album by Moonsorrow, a Finnish folk metal band, blackened folk metal band. One of my favorite bands of all time. This album is actually really good. This probably was like fourth, I think, maybe, last year. There was a couple, yeah, fourth, because there's 3 heavy metal albums that I would have put above this. But this was number 4. So yeah, if you're into Moonsorrow or blackened folk metal or anything in that kind of realm, you should check this out because it's pretty good. All right, so yeah, splits. Let's do it. First up, this is a band. You know, to be honest, I'm not sure where are the other guys from. This is Nortt and Xasthur. No title. This came out, I don't know, probably like 2000 something. Nortt, I think maybe he's Finnish, but I can't actually remember. Doom metal band, maybe a little black metal mixed in, but it's definitely Doom. Xasthur, black metal. I've always enjoyed the purple Xasthur logo on this cover. Is the Nortt side. On the inside, it's got some pictures and some information, that kind of thing. This is pretty cool. The Nortt side is kind of whatever for me. It's really it's 4 tracks, but one's an intro and one's an outro, and they're kind of, you know, more atmosphere building and stuff than really songs, we'll say. And yeah, so the other 2, they're fine, but it's nothing that's like super standout wow for me. The Xasthur stuff also on here is kind of just it's fine, but it's nothing that super wows me. It's not anything towards the top of my favorite Xasthur tracks or anything like that. But yeah, Nortt and Xasthur out on Southern Lord. 2000, I'm gonna guess 2005. Wild guess. I have no idea when this came out. Alright, next one up is a split between Sargeist and Horned Almighty. Both are black metal bands. Sargeist is from Finland. I'm going to assume that Horned Almighty is also from Finland, but I don't actually know that. I got this for the Sargeist side. I like Sargeist. I have a couple of their albums. Black Satanic Devotion, I believe, is one of the titles. I like that album a lot. It's really good. This was put out on Moribund Records, 2004. Yeah, this is, you know, this is another one that's kind of just like, meh. You know, both sides don't really do much for me. They're both, you know, the Horned Almighty, this is the only thing I have by the band. And yeah, it's fine. It's fine material, but it's nothing that really stands out and wows me by any means. And the same thing with the Sargeist side, really. There's none of these songs really stand out as, you know, favorite Sargeist songs or anything like that. And that just may be because they're on splits, and splits are sort of just like an oddity to listen to sometimes. Alright, next up, this is a split between Crypticus and Scaremaker. Both are death metal bands. I bought this split because of Scaremaker. They have an awesome album, which I can't remember. It's like something like the All Whatever Evil May Come or some shit like that. I can't remember. But yeah, that album is really good. And so I was trying to get anything else I could by them. And the split obviously fit that criteria. The Crypticus side is, you know, it's fine. They're both Razorback Records bands. So yeah, this one's off Self-Made God, 2012 release year. Yeah, you know, both are, you know, just solid death metal stuff. Nothing, you know, kind of a theme going on with some of these releases is that you know, nothing is too stand out and wow for me. We got pictures and lyrics on the inside here, some art, some cool art. Anyway, yeah, like I said, you know, nothing that really stands out for me on either of these two. Just some solid death metal. So yes, Crypticus and Scaremaker. Alright, next up is a split between Tenebrae and Perpetuum and Krohm. I'm not familiar with the first band outside of this split. I bought this for the Krohm. Krohm is definitely one of my favorite U.S. black metal bands. I do think he originated in Italy, maybe, but I think for the most part the dude was in the States. Yeah, both of those albums, full-length albums by him, are awesome. They're some of my favorite U.S. black metal. Just on the back, we got some information. On the inside, we got some lyrics and stuff like that. But yeah, the Krohm side's pretty good. I like this Krohm material. This is the most recent stuff by Krohm. They're kind of, he says he's still active, but you know, it's been a while since this came out. Let's see if I can remember what year this came out. I want to say this came out like 2010 or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, this is some pretty cool stuff. The first band's fine. It's nothing that, you know, it's even really worth mentioning in my opinion. You know, it's fine, but it's nothing. It's not super great or anything. The Krohm side is, you know, I wouldn't put it up there with the rest of the Krohm material, but it's solid Krohm. It's solid Krohm stuff, and it's definitely worth taking a look into if you like Krohm. All right. Next up is a split between Vardan and Kalmankantaja. Vardan is a Italian black metal band, one guy. Kalmankantaja is I think he's Finnish. He might be. No, he's Norwegian now. I think he's Finnish. Black metal guy. Grim XXX, I believe, is the moniker he goes by. He's kind of had people in and out of the band here and there, so he's sort of like the main guy. This is just 2 tracks, both of them extremely long. The Vardan track is just 2 seconds under 20 minutes, and the Kalmankantaja track is 26:30. So this is some epic stuff. Both bands I like a lot. When I got this, Kalmankantaja I was sort of new with, but have since grown to like them quite a bit. Vardan, who I've spoken about several times on this channel, I like a lot and think that his black metal is very great. Both these tracks are good. I like them both. You know, as with any splits for me at least, you know, some of the stuff's just hard to make yourself remember to listen to. Now this is pretty new, but just splits in general. But yeah, Vardan and Kalmankantaja. Again, no title with any of these so far. Next up is another one from Vardan. This is Vardan and Striborg. Again, no title. This came out in like 2004 or something like that. Pretty good stuff. The Striborg is just 1 song, and the Vardan has 2. Yeah, pretty solid stuff from both artists. Black metal, obviously. Vardan, like I said, Italy. Striborg, if you're not familiar with him, Sinana. He is from Australia, Tasmania. If you would like to know specifically, I don't know where in Tasmania, but it's on that island nonetheless. Yeah, this is some solid stuff. Definitely worth checking out if you are into either band. Following on that trend, here's another one from Vardan. This is Vardan and Tundra. Again, no title. This came out, I don't know, sometime recently. In the last few years. I can't remember. 2015. Yeah, actually 2015. So, you know, very recently. The Tundra is a band I'm not familiar with outside of this split. I've listened to it a few times, and you know, I don't think it's bad, but it's nothing that stands out for me. The Vardan is 2 tracks. Pretty solid stuff. Very, very typical Vardan. Here's the cover with both the guys in the front. Inside, we've got a picture of the forest. On the back, we got some info. But yeah, if you were into, I don't know much about Tundra. They might have other releases. I'm not really sure. Vardan has a bajillion releases, so if you were into any of those Vardan releases, this is probably up your alley. Alright, next up, this is a split between Wooden Stake and Blizaro. Both are doom metal bands. Wooden Stake, I originally got this because of Wooden Stake. They're kind of it's a Vanessa Moonsorrow, I think is her name. Anything pretty much that she does, I want to get a hold of. She's actually in that Scaremaker band that I mentioned earlier too. Razorback Recordings. Blizaro is sort of a more traditional doom sounding band, maybe a little more psychedelic vibe going on with that too. There's Vanessa if you care. Vanessa has probably some of the best death metal grunts by a female I've ever heard. And yeah, you should definitely check out anything by her if you are into, you know, interested in hearing how females are pulling their weight in metal. Here's the inside with some lyrics and some info and stuff like that, and then I already showed the back. But yeah, both this stuff's pretty good. The Blizaro I'm not as into. I did pick up, I think, another one of their albums. It's okay, but nothing that is too great for me. Woundstake I like a lot, especially their album that they released, I think, yeah, just last year, called I don't know. It's called, if I can find it quickly, which maybe I can't. Wow, this stuff I can't spell at all. How do you spell Wyrd? Wow, at this point I have to find it. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Woo! Almost tripped. This is a Feast of Virgin Souls. A new version was in the title somewhere. This is some killer doom death, more doom, but definitely some death metal vibe in there. Yeah, definitely worth checking out. All right, next one up is I'm not sure how you pronounce this band, but I've always just gone with Wyrd, and then Kalmankantaja. No title again. Wyrd outside of this split, I'm not too familiar with. They have one song in here and then 3 covers. So I don't really get a good idea of maybe what they sound like, but I sort of already knew. It's very, you know, slow, long, doomy, atmospheric black metal. But yeah, they did a cover of a Catatonia song, a Joy Division song, and a Tiamat song. And then, yeah, the Kalmankantaja side is 4 tracks. Or no, 3 tracks. And I think the last one is also a cover. Yeah, Sisters of Mercy. Yeah, pretty solid stuff. From the Kalmankantaja, which is a band, like I said, I've been recently getting really into. I need to pick up several more of their releases. Inside it's just a cool little artistic drawing there. On the back we have some credits. Yeah, solid stuff. Definitely worth looking into if you're into Kalmankantaja. Wyrd, I can't speak to as much, but maybe it's good also. I don't know. 2 more left. This one is actually probably one of my favorite splits of all time, if not my favorite. This is a split between Xasthur and Leviathan, 2 of my all-time favorite black metal bands, and just bands in general. This came out, I don't know, 2007, something like that maybe. Probably earlier than that maybe, actually, now I think about it. But yeah, this is this is the split that makes me continue to buy splits, because everything that's on both of their sides is excellent stuff, and I think about in terms of some of my favorite songs by the band, like Thermotus Cypher, beside the Last Breath Vanished. That song is awesome by Leviathan. I love that song. Keeper of Sharpened Blades and Ominous Fates. That's one of my favorite Xasthur songs. Yeah, this is just this is some great U.S. black metal by both bands. So definitely worth looking into if you have not listened to either side of this. Let's see this. Okay, just trust me that there's sort of like barely visible pictures there, and then you can start to see their names up here. Yeah, yeah, great stuff. Great stuff. If you like Xasthur and Leviathan and have not heard this, please do yourself a favor and check this out, because you're probably going to like it. Alright, last one. This is a split between XXX Maniak and Coffins. XXX Maniak is a grindcore band, if you're not familiar with them, and Coffins is a doom metal band. XXX Maniak is from the US, and Coffins is from, I'm almost certain they're Japanese. It's kind of funny because if you look at the back, this is all of the XXX Maniak songs, and then these 2 are the Coffins songs. Obviously, totally different style, so it's kind of a funny split, but you know, kind of cool nonetheless. I did pick this up originally because of XXX Maniak, their album Harvesting is really good. I like that. It's in terms of you know, just barrage of chaos, grindcore. I'm really into that release. Coffins I'm not familiar with outside of this split, but you know, their Doom is very solid. But you know, nothing that really jumped out to me and was like, yes, I need to look into more. To be honest, the XXX Maniak side kind of didn't really hit the mark for me. At least not nearly as much as Harvesting did. I think it has something to do with, I think on the first album, there was two guys, and on this one, it is just one. And I'm going to just assume, without any evidence, that that is the reason why this release isn't as good for me in terms of the XXX Maniak side. Yeah, if you're into them, maybe check this out because maybe you feel differently than me. Alright, that is it for the splits. I'm excited to get into the numbers and the letter A. Wow, stutter in there. Just because now that we're outside of the splits, we're getting into stuff that's not going to be all metal. It's going to be, you know, just kind of a random array of stuff that I've purchased over my lifetime. So it'll be kind of fun to see what kind of random stuff I have in my collection, and stuff that maybe normal people would would be adverse to admitting they have. Maybe be what's that term that I hate? I can't think of it. I'm not embarrassed by anything that I have, and so that's what I mean. So it'll be cool to show all the weirdo stuff that I have. But yeah, that's all I got for this Up Next on the Shelf update. Please tune in next time when we continue with the series. Thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Comments welcomed as always. Please, yeah. Please enjoy. Have a good day.